you can basically add prompts, type whatever you want. You can delete them. You can modify everything that I said. Basically personalize your collection. Now, if you want to save what you've done, you need to sign in with Google. I'm going to show you that in a minute. But right now, I just kind of want to explore this idea of doing a Mother's Day greeting card with GPT-4 using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Now, I'm not an expert in HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. I am in Python. So, you know, I just have a general idea of how they work. Now, let's try this one. For this chat, respond only in the format of HTML, CSS, and CSS. Shall we say and JavaScript? No, we'll just go HTML and CSS. So we're going to get a static thing first. I'll paste that in here. Dear GPT-4, respond only with the word yes, if you understand. Save and submit. Yes. Excellent. Okay. So it is Mother's Day. Can you please create a Mother's Day greeting with HTML and CSS that I can send to my mom? And look at that. I really look forward to like checking that into to my Replit to see what's going on. By the way, this thing says duplicate streaming key. Let me see if I can follow along. YouTube Studio. It'd be pretty funny if I have a couple of viewers. Oh, it says live. It says live. Allegedly I am. That's the image. Video link. Open video in a new tab. Oh, brilliant. All right. Sorry guys, I had to check this. This is called a systems check and nobody was invited precisely for these reasons. Okay, so let's rock and roll. Let's copy this. Mother's Day greeting. It's basically an HTML file. So this website is called Replit. It basically is pretty much the best, how do I put it? The best fast, look at that. That's cute. So it's sort of the best coding prototyping software for coding in your browser that's out there. It's mostly free, so check it out. Dear Mom, your loving care and support have made me who I am today. Thank you for everything you have done and continue to do. You're the best mom in the world. Love. Wow, cute. I'm gonna write my name here. It's very nice. I can hide that window. I can sort of shrink these as much as possible, but there isn't much left to go. My beautiful website, I don't think it collapses that much further with great quality. Yeah. All right. So I'm going to go back into this index. I'm going to sign my name. And we're going to try to take it to another level, right? I will start a new chat. Give the AI a brand new role. I had a JavaScript animator here, right? So, and this time, okay, respond only with yes if you understand. Yes. Okay. So right now I'm going to take this little web page we created and I'm going to say, can you please freely modify the code below to add an appropriate animation. This could be something involving a heart or flowers or a symbol of motherhood. The animation should work with JS. Please send in a separate JS, separate HTML, CSS, and JS files. Okay. Rock and roll. So this time it's going to add, well, let's see what it adds. It says a flower symbol. So it's created a script, a JS, which is very, very nice. It's kept the content for the most part, which is good. We've got the CSS in a separate file. And we're going to get a JS. Now, given that, you know, bloody 80% of the internet is constructed using these three languages, or should we say 80% of the visual internet, it might be a very small amount of the actual internet. It's no surprise that GPT-4 really excels at this. No JavaScript needed for this animation, for reals. Okay, so we can animate with CSS only, all right? Keeps it simple. So here we go again. We have completely overwritten the HTML. Now we're gonna have a large CSS file. I'll just paste it in the style.css. We need to check. Aha, it actually says script.js, but doesn't. Styles. Is this called styles? No, it's called style. All right, can't break the references. Play, pop out, rock and roll. And there's the flower. It's sort of pulsating. It's getting bigger and smaller. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. Can you make it more dramatic with a single confetti like bouquet? Like, so confetti, like, should we say, like, with a single confetti explosion when the page is loaded, the confetti should be made of flowers. Again, please respond with HTML, CSS, and JS. Now, the number of lines that we're using is still low enough. It can do about 400 lines in a single context window. Now, what does that mean, context window? That means that once we have more than sort of 400 lines of text and code, it's going to start forgetting what happened at the start of the chat. So that's something that we need to be careful of, right? It might actually be better that we just post all the code that we have and then ask it a question in a brand new chat. That way we ensure a slightly larger context window. But I think we can probably get away with this. So we've got the pulse here, we've got the fall, and there is a JavaScript. So we have oh my God, it's got these symbols of confetti. We've got 100. Math.floor.random, so you got like a random amount of like different types of flowers, but how will they move? Append child. This is interesting. These are style. They're gonna fall, I guess. Are we what? I'm trying to figure out the motion here. font size animation delay. So there's an animation here. Class list, confetti piece, append child. I absolutely times 100 divisible by 10. The animation itself has to be specified. So, yes. Yeah. So there's animation full 2x linear. So the actual JavaScript did not specify the animation. The animation is inside the CSS, which is very interesting. Like, that's not how I would have done it. But again, like, I've written so little CSS in my life that I have no idea what CSS is capable of. So I would underuse CSS. Whereas text CSS, this is going to be style, not styles. Here comes my script. Copy code. And my CSS. Should be fun. All right. All right, all right, all right. There is nothing happening. I was very excited about that. Okay. So, look, my guess is there is a broken link to one of the files. So let's, I'll full screen this for the sake of exploration. Let's see. So, style.css, that's correct. It's script.js, that seems correct. So, what is going on? Shall we... Let's try some stuff. Console.log. Flowers created. All right. Let's run this. And at least see if that JavaScript function runs. So we can press inspect and find the console here. And it does. So the page loads, the JavaScript function runs, it prints this to the console. As far as I understand, that's the style sheet. CSS, style.css, that's there. That has to run. So the script is called, because you can see it in the... so why is it not working? Each piece is a span element. Okay. Let's... This should be the full CSS. I'm going to copy this again. Double check. And then we're going to... yeah, that's identical. Then we're going to have a little bit of troubleshooting exercise. In your code, the confetti are never rendered on the screen. The JS function is called but the JS function is called. Can you please troubleshoot? So earlier is the opacity property. The confetti are being rendered, but they're not visible due to their opacity being set to 0. Really? So who set them to 0? Here's how to... Let's correct the CSS. Add a bit more randomness to the confetti explosion. Let's take a look at the confetti. Oh yeah, opacity 0. So if we just move the opacity to 1 here, look at that. That is so nice. That is so nice. And now it's done a little bit more for us. So it's actually added a little bit more randomness. You know, GPT4 felt bad, probably, that it's the same one, identical. And opacity is 1. That was a good guess that that's what it's supposed to be. So let's see the new JS function. I mean, is it any different? I have a feeling it's identical. Oh no, it's simpler. All right. Let's go. Oh, they're spinning. Oh my God.